So you asked me about four emotional states, and I said that I call them four feelings. And my theory, my postulation is that every family is somewhat dysfunctional. And when we're little, things happen, and we cry, we get hurt, and we cry. And we're given messages about crying, and they can range from, don't cry, everything's all right, to big boys don't cry, big girls don't cry. So we learn to not cry, so we get angry to protect ourselves. And then we're given messages about anger, such as, I'll give you something to get angry at, or men don't like girls who are angry. So we end up shutting our feelings down and putting them in a room inside. And we learn instead to call our thoughts feelings. I feel like it's time to go. I feel like they're saying that this and that. Well, they're not feelings. There are four feelings that we use: mad, sad, glad, and scared. So my feelings are my body's response to the thoughts I'm having in my head, in my brain. Now, other words for thoughts are ideas, judgments, story I make up in my head about something, the way this looks to me, my take on this. So I began asking folks to, whenever they hear the word feel come out of their mouth, and it's not followed by one of the four feelings, consider that you've shut your feelings down. Your feelings may have been stolen from you. And the first step into empowerment is to reclaim our feelings. Hello, Ben. How you doing, pal? By reclaiming our feelings, I have the right to feel however I feel. And yet I learned when I was young that I didn't. My anger wasn't appreciated. My sadness wasn't appreciated. I learned to be happy and put on a different dance for everybody and hide my feelings so they would like me. And in doing that, I lost myself. And I lost my own self-respect. So how could I ever respect myself and win the respect of others when I was dancing to make them happy? And the first step out of that trap, which some call codependency today, was to reclaim my feelings. So now I'm able to say, when I see you slam the door, I feel angry, or I feel scared, whatever the truth is, or I feel scared and angry. Now, there's another important piece in this where you're not responsible for the way I feel. You may have simply been letting the door close more quickly than it might other times because you wanted to get to the bathroom, or you were so happy to be here and your conscious intention wasn't to slam a door. So it's the way I interpret the action you take, that's the thoughts in my brain, that have these feelings arise in my body. And when I'm not practicing rule number one, it's always me. When I don't remember that it's my interpretation of your actions that cause my feelings, then I'll dump my anger on you, or I'll accuse you of being responsible for my fear or my sadness. And in this way, I get to reclaim my feelings by owning the interpretations that go on in my brain. And those interpretations are learned. As Eckhart Tolle calls this, our pain body, our egoic structure, the self that we learned we are. The brain is simply an organ of our egoic self, to me. And the brain's job is to quantify everything, to interpret everything, to tell me what everything is. So in the world in which I live, everything is intrinsically neutral. Everything, every action, is intrinsically neutral until my brain interprets it. My brain gives it its meaning. And the way my brain does that is by going back into the past, and this happens faster than even computers can do. Going back into the past and looking at everything that has meant to me and deciding that's what it means now. And then my body responds with a feeling as to what my brain has told it this is. So my brain creates the past in the present, and my body responds to it. And until I learn that, I can never be present because I'm always living at effect of the things that happen around me, thinking they're causing my feelings.